There's something about the World Cup in England and the West Indies. After all, they won 2 out of the 4 editions that have taken place in Old Blighty. But the last time that happened was way back in 1979, 40 years ago. That was the year both me and Daren were born. Since then, plenty of things have changed. For once, they've changed their name, so we'll clear the confusion. Joining me from all the way from Barrackpore in Trinidad, Daren, Ganga. What are they now?
West Indies? It's West Indies, yeah. Okay. And confirmation was received by the new president of Cricket West Indies, Ricky Skerritt. So the team name is West Indies.
All right, talking about the West Indies, up against them is another former winner in Pakistan. They won the World Cup in 1992. But currently, if you're just looking at the form, you'd say West Indies hold the edge. They had a great outing in their warm-up game. Pakistan ended up losing their warm-up game to none other than Afghanistan. Doesn't really augur well for them.
Yeah, that's a one-off. I think if you look at both teams, you would say that they're similar in terms of volatility. Two very exciting teams, some big-name players in both teams. The West Indies will feel comfortable that they had that good showing against New Zealand, where they scored over 400 runs. I think their strength lies in their batting. Bowling not so penetrative. Pakistan, on the other hand, they've had a lean run in terms of ODI cricket, and that will be a worry. So maybe a little more pressure on Pakistan. West Indies playing in England, very familiar with some senior players, might consider themselves favourite in this game.
All right, that was the easy job of just looking at the match. Now it's the tough one because you got to play selector. Okay, we're looking at what? West Indies versus Pakistan. Let's take a look at that. This is how we get Daren to pick the West Indies team first. Okay, there you go, Daren. Would you like me to help you, or do you want to?
No, I will go, and I will go straight into a batting order. The universe boss, Christopher Henry Gale. He has a double 100 in World Cup in 2015, 2-1-2. We also have Evan Lewis, who I think will be that person to open at the top of the innings. Where is Evan Lewis? He will be second on that list. Shea Hope, he's been one of the more prolific younger players in this West Indies side.
So he's your wicket-keeper?
Not really. I would give that responsibility to Nicholas Pooran. But I'll get to that. Shea Hope bats at number 3.
We'll ignore this for the moment.
Daren Bravo, I will bat him at number 4. He is one of 2 players in this squad that has played over 100 ODI matches. So I think it's important for him to be a solid option there with the bat. Shimron Hetmeyer will also be in the squad. Young, exciting left-hander. And now I go with Nicholas Pooran, because I said the strength of this West Indies team lies in its batting. So I want to make sure that that area of the game is catered for. Then Jason Holder, the captain, definitely in there. One of the best all-rounders. As we've seen, he's matured nicely. Andre Russell will be in there for his three-dimensional play. He's down at the bottom there, so he'll be in. Now, the bowling. There is a little bit of a debate between O'Shane Thomas and Kemar Roach. In my estimation, Kemar Roach, he's played 10 ODI matches against Pakistan, only 10 wickets. O'Shane Thomas, 9 ODI matches in one-day international cricket, and he's picked up 15 wickets with a 5-wicket haul. So I will go with pace and swing. So O'Shane Thomas will jump into my squad.
Right.
My spin option will be Ashley Nurse. He's been primed, he's been groomed. I'm looking for Ashley Nurse. He's there.
The big man.
And last but not least, the soldier, Sheldon Cottrell, will be my next option. He's a left-armer. He's somebody that has picked up a lot of wickets for the West Indies in ODI matches. This is the option, this is the 11 that I would select for that first game against Pakistan.
No place for Shannon Gabriel then?
No place for Shannon Gabriel. Very similar to O'Shane Thomas. If you're looking at an impact bowler, right now, O'Shane Thomas gets the nod ahead of Shannon Gabriel.
All right, so that is the playing 11 for the West Indies, as you can see right now. He's gone with plenty of batting there. That's the strength, as Daren says, and he'd like to stock that up so that they can get plenty of runs on the board, probably even bat Pakistan out. And then the bowling looks good. They've got one spinner, the off-spinner in Ashley Nurse, and then the fast bowling pretty much covered up. The 2 all-rounders actually really help you. You've had to keep one all-rounder outside in Brathwaite. He's sitting out because of that.
Yeah, Brathwaite, he picked up 3 wickets against New Zealand. I think you don't want to have too many all-rounders in there. A bit of batting, bit of bowling. 2 all-rounders is sufficient in that of Russell and Jason Holder. I also want to make the point that I think Jason Holder has to use Chris Gayle not only as a pure batsman. He has to be considered as a bowler who can possibly give 5 overs in an ODI match. It's important for him to have a second spin option. I'm not inclined to playing Fabian Allen. He's still very young to international cricket. I think he's the contingency for Ashley Nurse. So his second spin option should be Christopher Henry Gale, who I think is a viable option in ODI cricket.
The only question that be asked, how is his back?
Well,
because when his back's not great, he's not bowling.
I think Chris Gale, knowing that it is his last series before he hangs his boot up, I think he will be keen to do anything possible to make this West Indies team very successful.
All right, tell you what, I hadn't picked West Indies in my top 4, but this team's looking really, really dangerous. Just look at the batting on that team, and then the bowling as well. As we mentioned, 2 all-rounders really helping their cause. Okay, we'll take a look at the Pakistan playing 11 also right now, and to help us out on that, we asked Misbah, the former Pakistan captain, to help us pick up that playing 11, and there it is on your screens. The top 3 pretty much guaranteed there in Fakhar Zaman, Imamul Haq, Babar Azam. That is their run machine that they've got. Hafiz comes with the experience. So does the captain in Sarfraz Ahmed, and then the big hitter. He's made a late entry into the World Cup in Asif Ali. Shabad Khan is their spinner, that all-rounder. They've got the wicket taker in that team is Hassan Ali, and then the experienced Wahab Riaz, Mohammad Amir, and then the young pacer in Afridi, the other young pacer in Hasnain that they've got really, really quick. He's been left out. Okay, we'll go to Misbah now, who joins us. Misbah, the only question that one can ask there, Pakistan traditionally have always been good with their bowling attack, especially their fast bowler, but this time it's looking a bit weak, and I say that only because up until the start of the World Cup, they weren't really sure which their fast bowler should be. Late entrants are Wahab Riaz, Mohammad Amir. How do you see that?
Obviously, if you talk about Amir and Wahab, I mean, they are not at their best, especially Amir struggling before this World Cup. I mean, he was there to just play all the games against England, but unfortunately he got chicken pox and could not play the game. So we are not sure what sort of form he is at the moment. And then Wahab sent there as a reinforcement, but that Pakistan lacked in the pace. But what we have seen in the practice game, that he was even bowling at 134, 135. So he looked also a little bit out of match practice. That's a big concern for Pakistan, and we are yet to know which bowling attack, which of the 3 bowlers, fast bowlers, we're going to go with, especially in the first couple of games. So that's a big worry for Pakistan at the moment.
All right, we've seen Misbah. Thanks so much for those thoughts, Misbah. He's gone in with Mohammad Amir, but the recent update that we're getting from England, he's not quite fit at the moment. So there's a good chance that Pakistan will leave him out at the moment. How do you see the team? I know they're playing West Indies. You wouldn't really want them to win, but you like the look of that 11?
Yeah, that's a good 11. Pakistan is always a very good team. I think there's been an over-reliance on Babar Azam. Yeah. He's been their most prolific player in this format of the game. He needs more support. Fakhar Zaman needs to contribute and be a little more consistent at the top of the innings. I'm surprised that Shoaib Malik is not there, but then considering the fact that you've got Mohammad Hafiz there, I don't think Hafiz and Shoaib Malik can play. It's a good bowling lineup, lots of variety there. Shadab Khan in that team. Mohammad Amir, he's not been prolific as well with the ball in terms of wicket taking. Yeah. I think there have been question marks over his inclusion. But again, he's playing in England. If he can find the right lengths, extract a little bit of swing, he can be deadly for this Pakistan team.
All right, if you take a look at both those teams, completely different in the makeup that they have. But if there's one thing that really puts them together, it's one word, that's unpredictable. It's a word that's often used with both Pakistan and West Indies. So it'll be an exciting match to watch out for between Pakistan and West Indies. We'll have to see which Pakistan turns up on the day. As for the West Indies, again, you could say similar things. They've got a great batting lineup. It's going to be a good batting lineup versus a good bowling attack. Thanks so much for watching. You're watching ESPN Cricinfo Matchday.